was.
Let me welcome you to our thread, which is a kind of a special thread because this is a country announcement of a brand new machine. We have our fellow guest coming from abroad, and this is not Warsaw, this is nearly Montpellier. So he started his trip yesterday, like some of us as well, and he's going to be continue to join us for following today. So this is really important because Guillaume, the problem with your surname is this is as difficult that even Maciek Salejna, however he's a philologist, cannot spell it, cannot pronounce it. So if you can teach us a bit French.
William. You can say William. Guillaume is the French name of William.
Yeah,
so
but this is easy part. But what's the hard part? Is surname.
It's surname. Okay.
Yeah.
Oaro. It's like Going into the Wind, the movie. It's Oara, so Oaro. We just change the last name.
So this is the guy. Guillaume. So I have a very simple day because the most important thing here is you. Because this is what I done. I just asked my friends, my colleagues of mine that I've been for dozens of years, like Radek. We know each other, I think, in '99, so in the last century. No, not even this century. So Radek has decided to join us, apart from Guillaume, also to support us, to show us really basic things in a funny manner, because he launched his first performance during the last conference that was appreciated very, very well. He covered 3 slots. I had aligned him just on 1 slot. So the problem was that no one wanted to stop him talking. So he covered everything, starting from disco rays. I mean, what are the difference between QNAP that Piotr Senkowski is not delivering, but he's delivering also some kind of storage media, and compare that to the enterprise disco rays. And based on this kind of experience, I asked him just to join us and show us a really complex thing, which is parallel sysplex, but for dummies. So it means that even someone who is not really capable of doing anything in a zero shell that is very hard, might take part in this presentation, and I encourage you to stay here because I asked Piotr Tkaczyk just to assign us this room, because this room is a winery room. So I hope that we can start also during the Radek's talk to try to...
Can someone pass the bottle, please?
We can open. I mean, I think the key is not a problem here. And by the way, I'm really not only surprised, but I'm really excited that not only IBM as business partners, but also our customers joined us here as in a role of speaker, and Radek is part of that. We have also yet another speaker, but he's lost somewhere. I hope that he's gonna recover shortly. But anyhow, we have plan B for that. So I asked Marek to cover Z16 from a micro perspective, because he's really keen on microelectronics and understanding what's behind the dozens of kilometers of wires that you are introducing with the brand new platform. So he's going to show us, I mean, what's the reason behind the scenes that this platform is state of the art. So hopefully it's going to happen, if not today then tomorrow, that's not a problem. He's with us here. Then we have also brand new friends of mine who do not even recognize they are mainframers. The Krakow Lab and Maciek Zrobek. Maciek Zrobek is a mainframer, but the other guys who join us, they are lost as well. So I'm going to look for them later on. Yeah? But this is something that we want to show the integration between data fabric and the platform, because the problem of this platform is that everyone who does know that means that this is an old school and this is only for the people who just moving with the balconies. Like here in the Buskos. That's not true anymore, because we have various facets of these platforms, and one of that is also the so-called cloud pack for data. The problem is that no one knows what's the cloud pack for data. So we will show you as well, installed, ready-made, on how to reach out to the data from cloud and how to reach out to the data to the cloud. And you know that, yeah? Because you prepared already some demos, at least I saw that on Slack. This is just plan for today. Later on we have a kind of a lecture plan. So tomorrow we'll start also with a brand new agenda. So I introduce the next speakers later on. Let me show you some slides, and then we continue with Guillaume. Okay, so I'm really very happy that we are part of the bigger event, because as you know, Common is covering not only Z, but predominantly other brands from IBM, but we are servers as well. So this is the plan. I just covered the first day, the second day. We are going to start with yet another colleague of mine, Radek Majkowski. He's going to deliver probably with Grześ Duda. I hope so. If not, then we push him to the city.
He's the star.
Yeah, because this is what is really important, that here we are the strongest market ever, as strong as China, as relates to Linux One. So we have as many Linux Ones as China, and we do that based on our own, autonomous team. Radek is leading that, and we have some experience to share, also to spread across the market, also for the newcomers, because this facet of mainframe is something that is easy going. We are able to set it up within hours, and then with support from our TSS colleagues, from Jacek Kędzierski, clearly we are able to staff it with the operating systems, with million of Kubernetes or OpenShift, and things like that. Yeah. So this is cloud offering, this is Linux One offering, and then we have Łukasz Druzda, Maciek Salejda's team, so lab services, deep knowledge around GDPS, which is, geographically dispersed parasisplex. So how to incorporate, how to introduce this data, these concepts into your architecture. I think that what I want also to encourage you is to take time and ask Guillaume to join you for a bottle or a couple bottles or glass of wine and talk about pervasive encryption, because as a matter of fact this is a really important topic, because as you know, that's easy to encipher encrypt one disk that I have on this laptop, but that's very hard to do that with, I don't know, 10,000 of these. It's hard to do that with SAN LAN at the same time. It's hard to do that with all the internal communication, and Guillaume is really skilled in that, so may provide us a story also in the form of face-to-face sessions. Last thing that I want to tell you, this is something that we started in Poland some years ago, but in this format it started last year. So this is a kind of a competition, of a contest that is actually going to be featured worldwide, centered here in Poland, and what is most important, centered on the mainframe. So the backbone of the transaction system for that is mainframe in his Linux One flavor, and I encourage you to also to ask the questions about that, support us, because the more supporters the better. Last year I saw on the landing page visit coming from 40 countries, so we need also the X-Force support here, because the problem with that is that clearly this web page was started to be attacked from the very beginning. Yeah? Then based on some cloud features and also the Linux One scalability, we were able to resist, but it was not easy, yeah? Because the team who was trying to destroy the system with the kind of DDoS, they were making 25 transactions per second on a real transaction of selling and buying CBT, and that's something that we can discuss later on. Yeah? I will show you where the support might be required. So that's all. By the way, I have a handful of gifts for you. So each of the speakers, you as well, we are going to be granted a law to offer such a gift to the audience. Let's say to an every player of your session. So so just the problem is that you are not able to make any kind of a deal that you are going to give all those gifts to one person, then sell it. Just try to distribute equally, and that's all. I don't like to bore you more with my speech. Clearly, I'm going to be here, and I'm very happy that you are here with us. And this is clearly a nice request to all the speakers. If you want to stay in English, please do that. if you, and audience as well, if you prefer we switch to Polish, accept the
I can't. I cannot.
next time we'll
Next
ask you.
time.
Next
So that's all. Thank you. I'm going to collect the gifts and we'll give you a gift. The gifts are, these are not one size, these are several sizes, but also we have bottles. The problem is that there's no, there's nothing in the bottle. So if you need anything, just only fresh air. So if you want to pour something like wine or anything, do that. But this is on your own responsibility.
Yeah, but you need the France wine.
Wine.
The
The
French
French wine.
I think that they have here.
From
French wine as
Bordeaux.
well.